What's going on to all of my Cancer crabs out there? So let's get into it. If this reading resonated with you, please make sure to check out the link to my website, which is in the comment section below, as well as the books that I have on Amazon. The link to that is also in the comment section below, along with my Instagram page. The link to that is also in the comment section below. I also have merch too. I will actually start putting my merch in the comment section below as well. But if this reading resonated with you, why not come through and get a reading from me? I'm available to do readings today. So for you Cancer crabs, you have the Queen of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Lovers. Oh yeah, before I forget, anytime you get any kind of telegram message or anything like that in the comment section or any of that type of stuff, just know that it's from scammers. Do not go ahead and actually click on any of the things that they're doing. This is from now until forever, all right? So all the telegram and all the stuff where people are telling you to go to a particular link, unless I'm giving you my own website, you know, they are basically scammers. So you have the Lovers, the Ace of Pentacles, Hanged Man, Nine of Cups, Two of Cups, the Devil, the Eight of Wands, and the Chariot. Okay, so what I'm seeing here for you Cancer crabs, Queen of Cups, which normally represents Cancer crabs anyway, but the Queen of Cups, Page of Wands, the Lovers. Some of you Cancer crabs may be thinking about some relationship, a relationship that you actually like the person, and you wish them well. It's not like you have any kind of ill will for the person, but the Page of Wands and the Lovers, you don't necessarily know whether this relationship between yourselves and this person would actually work. So I'm seeing that a lot of you Cancer crabs has pretty much accepted that, because you're not necessarily with them, but you're kind of a secret admirer where you admire them from afar. But like I said before, the Page of Wands and the Lovers, you don't necessarily know if you and this person are compatible. You like the person, but at the same time, this person tends to, like I said, you don't know if you and the person are actually in the same speed. You don't even know if you and the person are actually in a very good position to really even be in a relationship, because you may see this person as having a lot of things in common with you, but not necessarily being the best as far as personality wise. But you Cancer crabs have to understand though that, you know, it just depends on it really just depends on the scenario, because you have to ask yourself, what type of personality are you looking for? What type of person are you really looking for? The Ace of Pentacles, right? The Ace of Pentacles and the Hanged Man represents how, well, the Ace of Pentacles, first and foremost, it really represents you Cancer crabs are starting to do phenomenal when it comes to money. Y'all are doing your Cancerian thing, right? Y'all are multiplying the money, right? Cancer crabs is one of those zodiac signs. Cancer, Virgo, Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus, uh, Aquarius, if they figure out a plan. Y'all are the money making zodiac signs. So I said Cancer crabs, right? So y'all are out here making your money. As far as your personal health, your health is okay, right? Things are going well, all right. But the thing is that you have the Hanged Man, all right, and the Hanged Man represents things are going well except for your love life. And the reason why I'm saying this is because you may think that this person may have scapegoated you, right? The person that you actually admire. You think that this person scapegoated you, or you may think that you get yourselves into a relationship with someone that doesn't necessarily see things your way long term. They may only see things from a short term perspective. So it's very interesting as a read because it's this it's this level of understanding of a lot of you cancers really like this person, but it may, like I said, it may seem like you may have to like them from afar because maybe you already tried out what this person would be like in a relationship. And a lot of you cancers come to find out, you realize that maybe you, like I said, you tried out this person in a relationship and you realize that you and this person worked well together when the two of you got along. But like I said before, you may think that this person may scapegoat you, or this person, may not necessarily accept or appreciate the way that a lot of you cancer crabs have a methodology in doing things, right? The way that you do something is a methodology. So, or what you do, right? It's a system. And the thing is that you may see this person as not really appreciating that. But the hangman represents you must also find out within yourself whether or not this is real, right? You got to ask yourself if this is real or if it's something that you are personally in your own emotional bag about. The reason why I'm saying that is because your emotional, if this is truly just emotional and it's not necessarily real, this could be the very same thing that stops you from actually getting with that person. Because, like I said, maybe yourself and this person really are a very good match, but things didn't necessarily work out with them due to the fact that um, you may have thought that they were thinking like this when in actuality it wasn't necessarily so. And a lot of times, people's own lack of obviously being in the other person's perspective, things can end up being a little bit misconstrued. A lot of times, you know, people don't necessarily have the ability to read into what's being said as well as what's not being said, and observe and really realize that a lot of the things that people take personally on a personal level may not necessarily even really be real. So maybe you think that this person was scapegoating you, and of course, a lot of you cancer crabs, y'all are, y'all are hard lovers. So y'all really love these people. Y'all love these people very deeply, but and that's part of the reason why it is that you're leaving them alone. It's due to the fact that a lot of you cancer crabs don't necessarily want to get on their nerves because you don't want to turn it into a big stink. The Nine of Cups, however, represents how a lot of you cancer crabs, though, you are sure of yourself now that things are looking up for you. You will have, and if not already, you already have more people who is interested in you. So, or, options is not necessarily, you know, a struggle for you anymore, right? I mean, it never was, because cancer crabs are usually attractive individuals, but it's even more so now amplified. So that the Nine of Cups speaks to a level of confidence, right? The Two of Cups, the Two of Cups and the Devil represents, so there's this level of getting back to this person, because I'm really seeing here how you're really deliberating within yourself, going back and forth within yourself on your desire for this person. You want this person. It could even be someone new, it could be someone old, but it's this sense of you really like this person. And the reason why it is, I said from a few minutes earlier, that it could be someone that you may have already dated before, was because of this Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands represents kind of purifying, or a need to purify a particular situation, right? By essentially ending something, right? The left is to end, or to eradicate, and the right hand is to build up, right? Or to create. So since this is orientated correctly, which is to the left, it means that this for you, right? And then you have the lovers here to the left of it, right? As you can see, it may have represented, it changed the way that you Cancer crabs thought about love, and that you essentially eradicated or got rid of or excommunicated this relationship dynamic between you and them. And that may have been essentially the game changer, because your separation from this person may have even that much more confirmed how much it is that you liked this person. You may have even have a serious amount of love for this person, real love, but your but your conscious mind or your ego may be stopping you a little bit from you even admitting that you may be in love with this person, because you may think this is against, this breaks some sort of rule. You're not supposed to actually tell somebody that you are in love with them so soon. The Two of Cups and the Devil represents, and this is where your, like I said, the deliberation is. It's really in your own mind, and in your own, of course, your own feelings and your emotions. So the Two of Cups is this relationship between you and them, about how it is that you really want to go back, and you really want to have this person come back, or you go back and engage with them and hang out with them. But then you have the Devil, and the Devil is that the Devil represents that level of connection that the two of you have, that, honestly speaking, if there is obviously a connection between the two of you, and that if the two of you are going to actually create a real strong relationship where it works, the two of you are going to have to actually learn to get along. And you Cancer crabs know that, because the Devil represents Capricorn, which is the exact opposite zodiac sign of Cancer crabs, which is what I'm reading for today for you Cancer crabs. And you Cancer crabs, y'all are not, y'all are not doltish. Y'all know this. Y'all know what it is that you have to do. The situation for you is that you Cancer crabs know that you and this person are going to have to actually get along if the relationship is going to be powerful, and if it's going to be functional. Then the Eight of Wands represents, there needs to be some sort of admittance. It seems to me as if, like, you Cancer crabs, you like this person, but there needs to be some sort of admittance where you can admit that the two of you didn't work out well. It started off well, you like this person, and you know that this person likes you, but you may think that yourself and this person has some form of difference or differences that may have ended the relationship. And it may have been something small, petty, really minuscule, quote unquote, in the scheme of the relationship. It just depends on exactly what it is, because there's see, this is why it is that the Eight of Wands popped up, because the Eight of Wands represents, there needs to be some sort of talk. The talk has to represent, or I should say, the talk has to be about the things that, the structure of the relationship, the things that you hold important to you, and the things that this person holds important to you. Because what it is that you hold important to you may not necessarily be what this person holds important to them. And a clashing of values is what made the relationship ended up breaking apart. So the Chariot in on itself representing you Cancer crabs, right? So you showed up in your own reading. Congratulations. The Chariot right here represents this being a situation for you where the Chariot is ultimately about um, something not necessarily really being easy. And what's not being easy is the two of you, um, and I should say the mixture of your energy and them, the two of you, how it is that you interact with each other. You think you Cancer crabs may think that things, when the two of you interact with each other, certain things go correctly, but certain things are inverted. But see, here's the thing though. This is why it is that I say that if you really want to that much, why don't you call the person? Why don't you make the decision to call the person and actually find out what exactly the person's got going on? Because then that would be able to actually heal up a lot of things for you, be able to get a lot of closure as well. So the situation with that is, okay, so the situation with the chariot is, you know, the chariot represents this being a situation where, because I'm getting more, but the situation with the chariot is that this may be very, this may be very much so a good thing for you, Cancer crabs, also too, because it you understand that this relationship has a lot of potential to it. I will say this. And if the two of you never speak again, honestly speaking, it's really not going to be it's going to be a wasted relationship, because a lot of real functional and good relationships these days, especially in the times that we happen to be living in, are not only hard to come by, but sometimes they can be difficult to maintain because of how many obstacles get in the way, like people getting in our business, but also too our own egos and insecurities and the things that we're not willing to actually learn to evolve past through, right? So those are some of the obstacles. Now, let's clarify the hangman. Let's clarify the hangman. All right. So to clarify the hangman, we have the three of wands, the fool, the nine of wands, and then we have the knight of pentacles. So the three of wands, the fool, right, represents, again, learning how to let go. Remember how it is that from the hangman, I was talking about how the hangman represents for you to stop scapegoating yourself, because this person may not have scapegoated you. This may be you saying that about yourselves, that this person is scapegoating you when they may not necessarily really be doing that. That's why it is that I suggest, if that you actually have this person's number, this person, for you to actually get on the phone and call them, or go over at their house, see them face to face, basically get into any kind of communication with them and actually begin to talk to them and really ask them some questions so that the two of you can relearn each other and understand each other's own personal or internal value. Because the three of wands and the fool here represents, you know, it represents how, well, the three of wands represents you being scapegoated and ultimately not being in a position that you want to. And the fool represents learning how to let go of the fears, to understand, to really get this person on the phone, to really actually seek out this person and get into a level of communication with them, so you can get that closure on whether this person doesn't want to hang out with you anymore and the two of you are not necessarily the best fit for each other, or if the two of you were basically tripping based upon assumptions of each other and a slightly poor outlook, because you were with each other. The outlook couldn't have been that poor, right? And then the thing is that, or if it's something that's actually salvageable, then you have the nine of wands and the knight of pentacles. The nine of wands and the knight of pentacles here represents how a lot of you Cancer crabs also need to take in consideration that, again, the nine of wands represents this person not necessarily wanting to fight, not necessarily wanting to get into any kind of conflict. So again, your idea of this person may be a little bit inverted, where you think that this person is actually a person that was not on your side. And the things that the Knight of Pentacles represents, you can essentially handle this situation one or two ways. You can continue to move forward, and eventually, if you're dating and you're open to date, you will meet somebody new, or you can essentially get to speak to this person, get to know them, and what will happen is that the two of you will actually more than likely rekindle things again, or at the very least have a strong probability of rekindling things. Let's clarify the Chariot. Let's clarify the Chariot. The Chariot over here represents the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and last but not least, you have the Temperance. So the Eight of Cups is about how the Eight of Cups represents you need to get a better understanding of what you want to do. For some of you Cancer crabs, you will decide to make the decision, a strong, definitive decision, to actually go have a conversation with the person, actually get in touch with them. And I'm going to tell you why. And for some of you, it'll be about walking away, because you may think that hanging out with this person and getting to know them the time that you did may have been a little bit too much, because, like I said, you may think, or you may see that this person is not necessarily the best person to hang out with. Now, the Knight of Swords, in couple with the Eight of Cups, represents just that. This is the idea of you're thinking that this is a situation where you and this person could potentially end up begin talking, or this may just be, your own thought process, where you think that this person is going to somehow attack you if you were to reach out, and that it's essentially a better idea for you to just leave and not communicate with them. The Queen of Swords and the Temperance represents, again, more of a warning to you Cancer crabs, because the Queen of Swords is really more of a warning than anything else, to be very careful of your own perception and how it is that you communicate to other people. And the Temperance represents you may want to get some more enlightenment about this situation. So that's the reason why it is that it's probably within your best interest to actually look them up and begin to talk to them again. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I know this video was a little bit longer than normal, but I just had to, talk about it in detail. Let me know. I'm trying to grow this YouTube channel to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June 2023. As of right now, I have 3,821 subscribers. Please smash that subscribe button, right? Smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Peace.